And it's day 4 of War of the Sparks spoilers. Not a lot got spoiled today, which it's honestly, it's to be expected. According to the count I got right now, we're at 105 cards, and we got 3 weeks worth of spoilers. Not going to be a lot of spoilers throughout the majority of these days now. There's probably going to be a handful every day. Tolsimir, friend to the wolves. 1 white, 2 of any color, and 2 green for a 3/3 elf scout. When she enters the battlefield, you create a 3/3 legendary white and green wolf creature token named Voya, Friend of Elves. Whenever a wolf enters the battlefield under your control, you gain 3 life and may have that creature fight up to 1 target creature an opponent controls. So obviously, this is Tolsimir still around. Being an elf, she would still be around. Tolsimir's original one was Tolsimir's Wolfblood, which was a 3/4 for 6, 1 white and 1 green, 4 of any color. That create a legendary wolf again. I'll say right up front here, this does more than the original one. The original one, though, I think was stronger because that wolf was still a green-white creature, but also got pumped by the Tolsimir itself, making it a 5/5 creature. So you tap, and you immediately create a 5/5 on the field, then just tap it again, you'll have a 3/4 and a 5/5, not including what else you're pumping up with that. This one, you're still getting 6 power between 3 bodies that cost 1 less, or 2 bodies that cost 1 less. So it's still good. And when that first wolf comes out, you can, and honestly, the beauty of it is actually that well, actually, no, the beauty isn't of that. It's that whenever a wolf enters the battlefield, you basically, when the first one enters the battlefield, you'll gain 3 life upon activation, so there's a little buff there. Then it'll fight something, hopefully either kill something and live or kill something and trade. The problem with this one as opposed to the other one, while there's more versatility, this is a deck that this is a card you actually have to build around more than you can just insert into another deck. The original Tolsimir, you can just slide into a green-white deck and it'll just pump everything up. This one, not so much. This one, you actually have to be in a white-green build-around like wolf deck, and I don't know if that's viable right now. There's wolves, definitely, and I, in theory, could make wolves, but they actually have to be wolves. They can't be hounds, they can't be dogs, they have to be wolves. And it can't be a werewolf either, it has to be a wolf. So, I don't know. I like it, but it's not the strongest. Gleaming Overseer is 1 blue, 1 black, 1 of any color for a 1/4 zombie wizard. Enters the battlefield, amass 1. So you either are building up an army, building an army bigger, or creating a 1/1. So you're getting either 2/5 between 2 bodies, or just a bigger creature. Zombie tokens you control have hexproof and menace. So that's a pretty solid card right there. Oh no, we're good. 1 second, making an adjustment. There we go. Whoa, nope. There we go. There, are we good? Sorry, the stand came undone a little bit there. Oh, that's good. Unfortunately, well, not unfortunately, just going to be a matter of creating zombie creature tokens, which I already have a zombie deck that makes a lot of them. You add the amass effect in there, and it can get crazy. It can get pretty cray-cray, yo. It can be crazy pretty fast. This one was spoiled. Unfortunately, we don't have. What likely it is it was spoiled in a different language, is why they don't have the picture up. But roll inversion, 1 red and 2 blue, sorcery rare. Exchange control of 2 target permanents that share a creature or share a type. You could exchange lands, but what would be the point? Because if you need the other lands, you're more than likely going to already be in a deck that's playing the other lands, and I highly doubt you'll play a card this color specific in a deck with that uses anything other than these 2 lands. Maybe a 3-color deck, but even then, why would you switch? Creatures, obviously the creatures or planeswalkers are a given. This could be a good way to, and I won't spoil right now what Bolas does, but if someone's got Bolas on the field and you're pretty much spitting out a prayer right now, play a Planeswalker and play this, you could, in theory, take their Bolas and come from around, but, I don't know. This one's, it's fun, but it's ultimately not that impressive in my mind. You're going to need to do some wacky hijinks to make this an effective card. Because really, the only permanents you can deal with are enchantments, planeswalkers, creatures, land. I mean, instants and sorceries are not viable with this card. But anyway, Bulwark Giant is 1 white, 5 of any color for 3/6 giant soldier. Enters the battlefield, you gain 5 life. It's big. It's pretty much a vanilla creature. It's got to enter the battlefield ability, and that's it. But that said, 5 life, and you'll be playing this obviously in the late game. At earliest, maybe like a turn 4 with some mana ramp. Look, on turn 5, and I'm thinking particularly sealed or limited right now, or pre-release, which is sealed. It's not amazing. It's got enough of a butt that I could probably block some things. There's better things to probably play, like Kiora's, I don't even remember what exactly it was, the name of Kiora's, the card that's associated with Kiora, but the card that is associated with Kiora is a better option. It proliferates, and it's a 4/5, which is just better overall stats. But you gain 5 life in the late game. It's a good little buff to keep you going. The 6 butt will block stuff, so it's not bad. It's not bad at all. We got 2 weird spoiled that are spoiled in tandem with each other because they go with each other. Spellgorger weird and Spellkeeper weird. Whenever you casting Spellgorger weird is a weird creature, red, basically 3 mana, 1 blue, and 1 red respectively. Spellgorger weird is a 2/2 that when you cast a non-creature spell, you put a +1 counter on this card. So basically, true prowess, like the ultimate version of prowess. Basically, so it's just going to keep climbing as long as you have cards to play. I could find a way to use this card, definitely. And then Spellkeeper weird is 1 blue, 2 of any color for a 1/4 weird that you pay 2, tap, sacrifice this, return target instant or sorcery spell card from your graveyard to your hand. So essentially what you're doing is you're getting the recursion effect on this. Honestly, just jump starting will be just as effective. But they both work with each other. One's got better defense than the other, but one climbs faster than the other two. So they're fine. I can't say I'm a huge fan of either. I like the red one a bit more, and I prefer blue and green cards more than red cards. Red's my 3rd favorite color in Magic, because dragons are obviously cool and they can do some wacky effects. But ultimately, I lean more first off, just in general, not even in Magic. Green and blue are my favorite colors. So maybe that's why I gravitate towards them more. But ultimately, meh. Banehound, 1 black, 1/1 for, 1 black for a 1/1 common Nightmare Hound, lifelink and haste. Look, it's a pretty solid look. Like if you're in sealed or limited or something like that, and you want to get just that 1 drop in, then absolutely you're gonna want to play this card. You're gonna 1 or 2 of these. I mean, don't go full set of 4. That's not the right way to go, not at all. But 2 of these, I think that's reasonable. If you can get 1 of these on turn 1, you can start swinging in. They're going to need to get something up pretty quick, absolutely. So yeah, otherwise you're going to start pinging, and you're going to be at the life disparity between you and your opponent's going to be pretty big, pretty quick. Then we have our last 2 cards for the day, which is Pouncing Lynx, the kitty cat, and he dents. 1 white, 1 of any color for a 2/1 cat, as long as it's your turn as first strike. That's okay. It's not a bear, but it's close enough with an upside ability, so, you know. War Screecher, 1 white, 1 of any color for a 1/3 bird, flying. You can pay 5 of any color and 1 white. Tap this card, and other creatures you control get +1 until the end of turn. For a 2-drop, a 1/3 flyer is decent. But that, late game, maybe, but it's a good little, just a curve filler. That's it. It's a good little curve filler. Nothing serious to say about it. But that's my thoughts on the cards today. Not a lot was spoiled, but that's okay. Remember, they're doing spoilers differently this season, so it's actually going off of how things are generally being spoiled in the story, chronologic. It's a very lore-heavy set. And its spoilers are being put in tandem with them. So we're not going to see anything, and I'll talk about this more with the roundup video on Saturday, because then I'm going to do a roundup video. talking about where we are in the story and where we could be seeing ourselves going. We only have, even if you want to count the leaked spoilers we got there, we have Liliana. If you want to go look at them, you can find Bolas, Gideon, Niv, and that Simic card. That's only 6 cards out of 15 cards. There is another thing that was spoiled through some art that we're going to get the gods of Amonkhet that were killed brought back as eternal zombie gods, so that's another 4. That's still 5 more cards we need to have spoiled besides those. So more than likely what's going to be happening is those cards are plot relevant near the second or third arc of the story, and therefore we're not going to get them until the final week. Final or later in the second week, I'd imagine. Anyway, though, that's my thoughts on that right now. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, subscribe. As always, if you want us to review something, put it in the comments below. Let us know. We'll do a review of it at some point. I just would win. Star Wars, superhero, magic, what if, anything I do on the channel, put that in the comments below as well. I'll get to it at some point. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Later.